Hello there. With us now is a poet. But he said to me when I said, how do I introduce you? I said, as a poet. He goes, no, as a funny poet. And that actually is true. It's Darren Sardelli, and he is quite funny. Welcome once again to the show.
Thank you, Donna Drake.
Woohoo!
Wonderful to be here once again.
So when we met, I was speaking at one of your college courses that you were taking. I guess it was like continuing ed. And as I was leaving, you said, don't leave. And you started like da 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 da, chariots of fire, climbing over chairs to get to me. And we've been friends ever since.
Pretty much. I'm like, put me on your show.
Please.
Please.
Well, you earned the right to be on my show because you are so talented, so wonderful.
Thank you very much.
Poetry, when did that start for you?
Poetry, it started when I was 20 years old. I was a junior in college. Before that, no interest in writing at all. I got my degree in business management. So it's kind of strange how this all evolved. But basically two people, Shel Silverstein, Dr. Seuss, read them at a later age, and they just got me hooked. Started writing in that direction, and all of a sudden I found I loved it, I enjoyed it, found I was very passionate about it, and then I had this desire to be the best poet, writer I could actually be. So that's, but it all started when I was a junior in college.
Okay. Now looking back, does your mom or dad ever say to you, because I know are you one of four boys?
I have four brothers, so five. I'm actually the first of five.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So looking back, was there any early inclination, from your mom maybe, or a teacher that thought maybe you'd be good at this? Nothing.
Not at all. No, in fact, they would probably think they would think the opposite, truthfully.
Okay.
It's kind of crazy.
There you go. So now I know you also play hockey. You still playing?
I'm an ice hockey player. Yeah, I play roller hockey, ice hockey, 2-3 times a week. I used to coach high school hop hog ice hockey. So, but that was, it was years ago, but I would love to, I don't have children yet, but when I do have children, I would love to coach their teams. And, I do love, I work with, children to begin with, and I'm just really good with them, and I just have a great imagination, and I help them tap into their creativity. That's the big thing I do with kids.
So when you're doing a school seminar, that it's very engaging, right? Very interactive. So what's a typical experience like?
Very engaging. In fact, if I was doing an assembly for a kindergarten, first, second grade audience,
yes,
I might do, I have poems that just get them involved.
Okay.
Like I have this yes or no poem. So, okay, I'm going to say a line.
Okay.
If you agree with me, say yes. If you don't agree with me, say no.
Okay.
The sky is green.
Yes.
The grass is blue.
Yes.
A cow says oink.
No.
A pig says moo.
Yes.
The sun is square.
I'm not playing with you, but usually
right. The snow is dry, but they would be like, they'd be like, no.
Yeah, how cute is that?
Right. So yeah, it'd be like a tree can fly. They'd be like, no. But that's what I do. I have these
and you
interactive
allow them
poems
to think about it.
And then every poem, like I'll ask them a question or have some type of activity involved in the poem. I have poetry riddles that they're trying to figure out. I have, sometimes they're saying the poem with me and actually acting out the poem as I'm saying it. So it's really, I make poetry fun for kids.
You absolutely do. It's been wonderful for me to watch your career flourish.
Thank you.
And you would have been okay if they said that the sky is green, because that's what you do. You help them be out-of-the-box thinkers.
That's what it's all about. I think also today in schools, it's teachers have less flexibility because everyone's teaching for the test. All this testing. So I think creativity, it's not as popular as it used to be. So I go into the schools, I bring it back, I get them thinking in a whole different direction, and I show them that they can have fun with their ideas and they can, just enjoy, find things that they enjoy and just keep doing that. That's my message.
Now, you have your own books, right? So you have Galaxy Pizza and the Meteor Pie.
I have, this is my own book, and then I have quite a few anthologies that I've been published in over the years, and I'm working with some of the biggest poets in the industry right now. In fact, there's this one guy, his name is Bennet Hopkins.
Okay, Bennet Hopkins.
Bennet Hopkins, and he's been around since the 60s. He's worked with Dr. Seuss, he's worked with Shel Silverstein. actually good friends of both of them.
Wow.
Which is and it's interesting because I for years I was reaching out to him, maybe an email every like 3 or 4 months.
Right.
Hi Lee, my name is Darren. Are you looking for poems for your books? And it was always no, like 3 or 4 years. Then all of a sudden I posted a video online. I think it was Facebook, and he was just checking it out. And he reached out to me. He's like, wow. He's like, I love the video, and okay, I'm going to give you a shot.
Excellent.
And now I have
persistence, really, right?
Persistence, absolutely. So this is the first book. It's called School People.
Okay.
So it's a book of all the people who work in the school. It's a tribute. So I wrote a poem about a custodian, which is really
on page 19.
really fun. Page 19.
There we go. Page 19, everybody.
There it is. And right.
Darren, that's fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm actually coming out. My poems are coming out in 3 more books that he's put together with the top poets in the industry.
Wow.
Which is a compliment to what I'm doing.
Can I? You're so humble, but I want you to realize that in all the years that I've known you, you've arrived at where you want it to be. Darren, you are one of the top American poets. You truly are. You're doing phenomenal. Not only that, what happened? Don't cry. No, we're getting choked up. Wait.
All right, no, I'm not
You're
gonna
so
cry.
cute.
Thank you.
Okay, so what happened in Australia today?
Well, not Australia today, but one of my poems was published in a magazine.
Okay.
We have highlights over here.
Yes.
So they have, it's called the School Magazine over there, and that's kind of the equivalent to highlights, like millions and millions and millions. The magazine goes everywhere in Australia. So, they actually accepted 2 of my poems, and one poem was just published. It's called, would you like to hear it?
I would love to hear that.
It's called Life Without A. So,
okay, let me put my hearing,
all right,
my ears on.
Okay.
Because I want to enjoy it.
So imagine if the letter A was erased from our vocabulary, erased from our alphabet.
Okay.
This is life without A.
Here we go.
A. The letter A is awesome. It simply is the best. Without an A, you could not get an A+ on a test. You'd never see an acrobat or eat an apple pie. You couldn't be an astronaut or kiss your aunt goodbye. An antelope would not exist. An ape would be unknown. You'd never hear a person say afraid or all alone. The A's in avocado would completely disappear, and certain words would be forgot like ankle, arm, and ear. Without the A, you couldn't aim an arrow in the air. You wouldn't ask for apricots or almonds at a fair. Aruba and Australia would be missing from a map. You'd never use an ATM, an apron, or an app. The Arctic fox and aardvark would be absent from the zoo, and vowels as we know them would be E, I, O, and U. There wouldn't be an A chord on the instruments we play. Let's appreciate, admire, and applaud the letter A.
A.
The famous words of Fonzarelli.
A. Fantastic. Excellent. Really, really, really good. What's coming up for you next? What's happening in your world?
Well, I've written 3 books that are pretty much ready to go. So I have 2 at a major publishing company being reviewed right now, and I'm going to do 1 on my own. So I just contacted the illustrator. We're just putting this in motion. And in terms of my school visits, I've been to over 600 schools.
Wow.
And I'm just really getting out there. I'm getting calls from, California, and I was actually at a school in Germany a couple of years ago, which was incredible. So I'm just getting calls from places I'd never even heard of. And wherever I go, the kids, and the kids, the parents, the educators, it's incredible how they respond and they connect with my poetry.
I love when the school knows that you're coming ahead of time, and I see all the beautiful artwork that the children are making, like
it
big,
really
beautiful,
is.
elaborate posters with like your name on it.
And you know what? It's something I don't ask for. It's something I don't expect. But it's it's just good to see them excited about an author coming. It's good to see them just paying attention and just really like psyched up about literacy and poetry, and that's what it really has nothing to do with me. I'm just kind of like the catalyst for helping these kids tap into their imagination, and hopefully they can just go in a certain direction where they can find something fun in life and then stick with it.
Fantastic.
So, yeah.
You're a conduit for literacy. Darren Sardelli, a funny poet.
Donna Drake, you're the best.
You are too. Wow, it's my friend, Darren Sardelli. Please go and get his books for your kids. They're a treasure to behold. Thanks for watching.
Donna, thank you.
You're welcome. Woo.